When Captain America, the First Avenger came out, it was a really special movie for me. Captain America was one of my favorite characters. I collected a 30 or 40 issue run in the early 80s, starting when I was around 12. One of the cool elements of the film was the fact that they included Bucky in the storyline, casting actor Sebastian Stan in the role. Of course, Bucky had long since been gone from the comic books when I started collecting. His presence was still felt. He was such an iconic part of Cap's history. He popped up in flashback stories. Fake Buckies would return. I also would, every once in a while, score a rare reprint issue. So even though he was kind of gone from the comic books, everybody knew Bucky and that history, and it was cool that they tipped a hat to that in the movie, even if they changed it a little bit. So when I was looking at Brazilian TV channel Omelete TV's coverage of the Comic-Con experience, seeing if I could pick up any Avengers 4 info, it was interesting to run across this clip where Sebastian Stan reflected on the crazy roller coaster of being cast as Bucky, killed off as Bucky, and returning as the Winter Soldier, something that changed his life.
You did the first Captain America, and you didn't know exactly that you were going to come back for the second one, right?
Yeah, no, I didn't. I think when I fell off the train and both of my arms were intact, I thought that this was it.
And how was to know that you were going to come back, and then you're going to have a metal arm, because that's awesome.
It was exciting. I mean, I loved what happened to the character in the comic books. I think the Winter Soldier storyline was really interesting, and the idea of having somebody who essentially ends up creating a new identity, starting over, and then has to learn how to live with the past, has to sort of confront himself again, was a very real sort of human kind of experience. And I felt that, I think that's what makes the character relatable in a way. And it was a lot of interesting arcs to play, because, he's a very complex character that way. But, yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Later in the interview, Stan zoomed out a little bit, reflecting on his time at Marvel in general and how much that's meant to him over these 10 years.
Well, it was, very bittersweet because it's been 10 years. And also, especially with Stan Lee's passing this year, it feels very sad also. But, I think grateful to be able to have met him, but also to have had him be alive and see where these characters that he's created have evolved, how far they've come. In this particular last decade, I mean, Marvel has turned out movie after movie that, I feel like continuously resonates with people. So, but it's amazing. I mean, it's nostalgic. It's I grew up a little bit in 10 years, and for me, just to have done it in the movies with Marvel has been a real privilege. If I look back at 2011, I'm like I feel like I'm a different person. So
that was actor Sebastian Stan reflecting on the role of Winter Soldier and how much it's changed his life. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you here next time on Hero Journalism.